Everybody with me. With me. Everybody ready? Shh. All right. Shh, shh. Ba, ba. I messed up. Okay, now it's fine. Okay. It's great. Let's just deal.
So I want to tell you guys a little story. Wait, first of all, hands up for Chaim. That was rocking. So in the 1960s, there was this guy. He was the executive advertiser for the New York Times. You guys have all heard of the New York Times? So this guy decided, he was a religious Jew. He decided that everyone in the world should know, everyone in New York, everyone in the world should know when Shabbos is. So he raised money. He found a ton of donors to put inside the New York Times on the front page every single Friday. Attention Jewish women. Candlelighting time is whatever it was. Eventually, times got tough and people didn't want to give money for this. They thought it was a beautiful concept, but they didn't want to give money. So it ended. Until in the year 2000, the millennium, New York Times decided to print out January 1st edition with 3 covers. One for the century before, the 1900s, one for 2000, the millennium, and one for 2100, in 100 years from then. On the 1900s, they had the actual cover page of the New York Times at that time. It was something like with horses and like come to town hall to vote. And for the millennium, they had the ones with the 2000 glasses. You know, millions of people are watching the ball drop. And for the year 2100, they had Welcome Cuba, 51st state of America, and are robots allowed to vote? But in the bottom right-hand corner of the front page of the 2100, it said, "Attention Jewish women, Shabbos candlelighting time is 6:45. People were so curious. They wanted to know what happened. Like, where did this come from? So they went to the New York Times and they found this Swedish Christian guy with orange hair. And they said, "Buddy, what's going on? No, who paid for this? I want to find out." He said, "We're not sure what's going to happen in 100 years from now. We're not sure what's happening with Cuba. But one thing we do know is that in 100 years from now, the Jewish people will still be lighting Shabbos candles." I bet you're all wondering what Chaim was doing. So Chaim was practicing something called the pentatonic scale. You want to explain what that is?
Everyone's very familiar with the pentatonic scale. In fact, the pentatonic scale is innate. You guys might be more familiar with it as do, re, mi, fa, zu, la, ti, do.
So that was also awesome. So the pentatonic scale is actually a language. People get music. It's understood all around the world. Wherever you go, Chaim could have done that and it would have worked anywhere. That's what people get it. And that's what Shabbos is to the Jewish people. When we don't understand that Shabbos is what we get, it's the heart and soul of the Jewish people, we need Swedish guys with red hair to remind us that in 100 years from now and forever, we will always have Shabbos.
So I want to add a little bit to that on something Sally mentioned before. He just touched on, but it's something that I've been thinking a lot about since Shavuos. And I know the Shabbaton. I know the Shabbaton has barely even started. I know it's barely even started, but if everyone here could take away one thing from the Shabbaton, I hope it's what I'm about to say. Over Shavuos, I was talking with someone, and they were a little sad. They said to me, "Chaim, I'm really upset." I said, "Why? You know, this is such an exciting time. Regionals next week." And they said, "No, stop. I don't want to hear that word. I don't want to hear the R word. I don't want to hear that." And I was thinking a lot about it. I was thinking a lot about it over the last week. And really, some people are looking at the Shabbaton as the end. But it's not. It's not the end. The Shabbaton, in some ways, is a beginning. But I think it's more than that. The Shabbaton is a climax. It's a crescendo, if you will. Right? A lot of you, especially those that are seniors, that are leaving, going on to whatever, they've been doing NCSY for a long time. Right? You're building up and building up and building up. In life is an escalator. You're either going up or you're going down. And what we do here, we're going up. We're on this up escalator. Right? And just like we always have Shabbos in the year 2100, right? We need to know the candle lighting times, right? That's how we should be viewing this Shabbaton. The Shabbaton isn't the end. The Shabbaton is our new beginning. So let's start our new beginning on a high note.